Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new here. I am Jen and this is Bookmarked by Jen. Today's video is one that I haven't done before and I'm really excited because I actually got my husband involved with this video. No, unfortunately you will not be seeing him, but he is, well, basically he is the maker of today's video. So I wanted to do something a little bit fun. A play on some videos that I've seen before where somebody will read 1-star reviews of their favorite books. But my take is that I'm going to be reading 1-star reviews and trying to guess what the book is. And that's where my husband came in. How am I supposed to guess a book that I've already clicked on, right? So he very graciously went through some books and he put a couple of the 1-star reviews on here. And I'm going to guess. All of the answers are in this little jar here. So we'll see how this works. I don't know how this is going to pan out, but the idea seemed really fun. So whether or not it works, I think we're just going to have some fun today. But to make this even more fun, I want you to guess as well. So pause the video if you need to. Write book 1. This was my guess. Whether you're right or wrong, let's just have some fun with it. All right, let's get into it. Okay, so here we go. Book number 1. Our first review clue is both the characters had no personality at all. It said the guy was a star hockey player, but there are barely any scenes that confirm that. Hockey romance. Let's read the second clue or the second review. For reference, I had my husband write down 2 reviews for me, 2 1-star reviews. Does that make sense? 2 1-star reviews, just in case I needed a little bit more. In this case, I need a little bit more. Clue number 2, review number 2. She saw him with his girlfriend kissing him and the girlfriend's BF sucking him off, but yet they still end up together. Ooh. What? I am blanking. Oh, hockey. A hockey romance. But I keep going back to our second clue, right? But she saw him kissing a girlfriend and getting sucked off, apparently. You know what? I immediately went to Carter Mahoney, but was that even a hockey romance? Or he was into something? He was in some type of sport, wasn't he? Is that what it is? Or is it, you know what other one I was thinking of was, I'm looking through books, a Claire Contreras book. It's Not Until I Get You. It was, oh, is it Until I Get You? Until I Get You? Either Untouchable or Until I Get You, right? I don't know. Okay, let's guess. Let's not guess. Guess if you need to. Pause the book and guess if you need to. Okay, here's book 1. Ready? Those are my guesses. Was it right? Untouchable or Until I Get You? Oh, yeah. What is wrong? Were you right? It is Butterfly by Joe Brenner. Well, we're already off to a rocking start. Okay. This is fun, though. I'm enjoying myself. Okay, book number 2. This is our first 1-star review clue. Reads like a teen's first Wattpad story. Okay. Second review clue. Kidnapping, child death, depressions, PTSD, not enough. Take the R word. Rhymes with cape. And other forms of abuse. Immediately, I think of Amo Jones. I wanted to go with Sicko until I see one of, it's a spoiler, but I'm going to go with either Malum, part 1 or part 2. I mean, it's going to be either one of those, right? So that's what I'm going with. Malum by Amo Jones. Okay. That's my guess. Stop if you need to and guess in the comments below. Here we go. Ready? Oh, I got it. I was right. Okay. It's Malum Part 1 by Amo Jones. We got one right. Okay, book number 3. Here's our first review. Nothing he does can be justified for me. He even says that people with his past redeem themselves and he chose not to. Here's our second review. A story of a disabled girl falling for a capist with an R, sociopath, who caped her when she was underage. Oh my God. Nothing he does can be justified for me. People with his past redeem themselves and he chose not to. A story of a disabled girl falling for a sociopath who, in turn, when she was underage. Ooh, what? I'm like God of Malice by Raina Kent. All of those are sociopaths. I don't know. I'm gonna go with God of Malice. Was she underage? I can't remember. I don't know. Also, okay, but you also know like 1-star reviews are absolutely absurd sometimes. All right, so I'm going with God of Malice. I have a feeling that this is completely wrong, but we're gonna go with God of Malice. Seriously? Wow. One of my favorite books. Wow. Okay, so did you guess? Are you ready for this? So let me just read these reviews again because, like, wow, you guys. Nothing he does can be justified for me. He even says that people with his past redeem themselves and he chose not to. A story of a disabled girl falling for a capist sociopath who caped her when she was underage. Wow. Never would have guessed this. I just don't see Damon like this. Especially if you've read the book and it's supposed to be Kill Switch by Penelope Douglas. No, no, no. We're going to move on to book number 4. Okay, our first review. The male main character is someone who's painted as morally gray, but in reality, he's just an asshole who constantly forces himself on his woman, assaults her, stalks her, and also demeans her every chance he gets. Review 2. He's bringing shame to obsessed, touch her and you die stalkers. Forces himself on his woman, assaults her, stalks her, and also demeans her every chance. That totally sounds like a untouchable moment by me. Or even worse, we go to Dare. Dare, what's that book? What's that book? Even If It Hurts by Sam Mariano. Dare's pretty much, he's just crazy. I'm trying to think, like, is there any other book that, yeah, I can't think of anything else that's popping out at me. Okay, pause it and guess if you need to. I'm locking in Even If It Hurts. Okay, here we go. Oh no. Yeah, but he doesn't not, but yeah, he does all the other things. Okay, I guess because I just don't see Arrow like that. So this is That Sick Love by Jesse Hall. Did you guess right? Because I sure didn't. I sure didn't. I've gotten one right so far, you guys. Book number 5. This is really fun though. Book 5. Review 1. After they have sex the first time, which was a random situation and not organic, the story developed into a million hardcore sex with my sibling scenes, or reference to how young she is to how old he is. Okay. QB Tyler, anybody? No. Second review. It takes a lot for me to be turned off, but the fact that she was adopted at 2 years old, he helped raise her, and then at almost 30 years old, her at 18. Well, I wasn't wrong. It does sound like a QB Tyler book, doesn't it? Okay. There are a few things this couldn't there. Let's take a moment. You take a moment, stop and guess, and I will take a moment and make a guess as well. Okay, now I just have QB Tyler on the brain, so I'm going with Always Been You by QB Tyler. I'm locking it in. I'm locking it in. There it is. Okay. Gosh. Okay. Here we go. Final answers. Drum roll, please. Always Been You by QB Tyler. Okay, so I've gotten 2 books right so far. How many of you gotten right so far? Book number 6. First review. Are we ready? I love and adore hockey romances, but this one was painted with a male protagonist who had nothing going up there except his libido. Okay. Review 2. I felt like it was really immature erotica with all the references to her beaver and his wiener. It has to be one of the C.R. Janes. Who calls it the beaver? Oh my gosh. It's not Lincoln. Is it Ari? Does Ari call her a beaver? Not her a beaver. What about, okay, it's by Helena Hunting. Something pucked, or is it just pucked? I can't remember. Okay, that's what we're going with. Let me find. Okay, here it is. Oh, I was right. Pucked by Helena Hunting. 3 right. Do I like hockey romances? Maybe. Or maybe my husband just was looking for some funny named books. It was named Pucked. Okay, I believe we're on book number 7. Here is our first review. Are we ready? It was also a bit cringy from the sex talk of the owl. Is it owl or OW? I don't know. To the owl. To the heroine constantly talking to her orgasms. I found no humor in it at all. I think I know what it is. Review number 2. The content revolves around seeing the heroine at work, the heroine and hero, who are neighbors, bumping into each other as they leave and enter their apartments, the heroine having breakfast, catch up. Yes. Okay. Sorry. Let me finish reading just in case for you. The heroine having breakfast catch-ups every other page with her girls. I know this one. Pause if you need to guess. But let me grab the thing. I know this one. It is Wallbanger. Who wrote that? I don't know. But it's Wallbanger. It is Wallbanger by Alice Clayton. All right, so let's do a couple more, shall we? Our first review reads, okay, I get arranged marriages, but this is not how you handle it. Presenting when a man forces himself on someone in this was I do not find sexy or alluring. Sorry, sometimes I feel like people need to reread what they write and maybe spell check and grammar check. Presenting when a man forces himself on someone in this way, I do not find sexy or alluring. I don't know. Second review. Did I mention the hero slept with a woman on his wedding day, then sends the same woman to take his new wife out shopping, and then goes and has sex with that said woman after shopping? Ooh. Oh, God, it was like right in my head. Oh, I'm going to read this and be so mad because it was like right there. I think I'm getting my mafias a little bit mixed up. Because like for some reason I wanted to call out an Eva Altai book. I don't think that's right. But the whole shopping thing, like, it was like The Devil I Don't Know. I don't think that's right either. Was it a book that I didn't like? That is ringing a bell, but I can't quite put my finger on the name. I'm blanking. But the whole scenario where he gets married, has interactions with the same woman that day, but like makes her take her shopping. I'm gonna be so mad. But I this one, like, I'm blanking on. I don't know. Pause it and guess and tell me what it is, and I will tell you if you're right. Right now, it's like on the tip of my tongue. Here it is. Are we ready? That's right. And it wasn't something that I really enjoyed. See, that's why. Owned by the Bad Man by Haley Feynman. That's right. Oh, I lost my place. Review number 1. So much info was just expected of us, from character backstories to random relationships that made no sense, like how is this 40-year-old man best friends with his nephew? That's not normal. Oh my God. Oh, review 2. No build up, no chemistry, just boom, instant connection. I wish I could say that was the worst part, but nope. The complete lack of character development made it impossible to care about anyone or anything that was happening. Why should we root for these characters when there's no reason to feel attached to them? If it's what I'm thinking, that's horrible. It's like one of my favorite books of last year. It's right here. Okay. This is my guess. Shattered Ice by P.S. Black. But how dare that review? Shattered Ice by P.S. Black. How rude. It is a beautiful story. Very well written. It is heartbreaking. And you realize it doesn't go too much into the whole like losing that isn't its own duet. So you don't get a ton of backstory, but you get enough. You get enough. And it's not about it's how dare this? Alright, let's move on. Let's do one more. Review number 1. In what effed up world would you make a cape victim stay in touch with her capist and raise their daughter together? Have her see him and eat with him during every holiday. What? This is a love story about two people that could be together if they stopped abusing alcohol and fixating on each other as another way to get high. What? Okay, so you have I have no words. Okay, this one honestly like is a literal head scratcher. I don't know. I'm trying to I don't know. Like I can think no, but I can't think of anyone that where it's like that type of relationship and then they have a child. So I can't the ones that I'm thinking of there's never a child involved. I don't know. I have the answer right here. Should we guess? Have you made your guesses? What is your guess on this one? And then the whole abusing alcohol and fixating on each other is another way to get high. I don't know. Okay. I have no the guesses that I have, they don't have children. So, okay, ready? What? Okay. Before I read the answer, I don't think that the people that wrote these reviews actually read the book because this has either that or my husband wrote down the wrong book because this in no way, shape, or form can be a love letter to whiskey by Candy Steiner. I don't feel like the dog, the caping. You guys, nobody would have guessed that. I feel like he did us dirty on that. I don't know. Clearly did not read that book. Okay, this was fun though. Was it fun to you? What did we do? We did 10 books, and I got half right. How many did you guess right? Did you guess any right? Should we do this again? Holy crap. That was fun, but that's hard to sometimes think, especially like if you didn't like a book too. I sometimes just, those books kind of tend to go away for me. But this was fun. We are definitely going to have to do this again. Okay, I will see you on my next video. Next up, we have my February wrap up. I hope you guys enjoyed this because I definitely enjoyed doing it. And a big shout out and thank you to my husband for taking the time, and it was a lot of time, to go through and try to find me context to these books. He went through a lot of books. So thank you very much for doing that. We might call on you in the future to do it again. But anyway, I will catch you guys on my next video. Let me know what you're reading down below, and I'll see you next time. But until then, happy reading. Bye.